What are the true origins of humanity? There are so many ancient artifacts from the past that still perplex us today. How did ancient civilizations create such intricate and advanced technologies? There are so many mysteries surrounding mankind's history that we are only recently becoming aware of. There seems to be a lot more going on than meets the eye. Here are 3 of the most amazing forbidden archaeology discoveries to date. 1. The Fuente Magna Bowl. This is one of the most controversial artifacts in South America. It is a large stone bowl, similar to a container for making libations, baptisms or for purification ceremonies. Found by a villager near Lake Titicaca, the engraved writing lining the bowl is, clearly, Sumerian. The evidence: in 1992 an expedition in Kua discovered a bowl, which was unearthed by a local man some 30 years before, all covered with glyphs. The stunning discovery was that the interior of the bowl was covered with what at first sight seemed cuneiform signs. Photos of the interior panel were sent to linguistics around the world, who declared with no doubt that the writing system was Sumerian cuneiform. Among the various linguists studying the bowl, we have to recall 2 important cases. The Italian professor Alberto Marini gave a first translation declaring it was Sumerian cuneiform. Professor Clyde Winters on the other side offers an even earlier date stating it was Proto-Saharan cuneiform and that some of the cuneiform signs in the bowl were used in the Sahara about 5,000 years ago. Clyde Winters was able to completely translate the content of the interior of the bowl. In his study decipherment of the cuneiform writing on the Fuente Magna bowl, Winters clearly states that, in order to analyze the glyphs, he had only used orthodox material officially accepted from the establishment. To translate the cuneiform I used Samuel A. B. Mercer's Assyrian Grammar with Chrestomathy and Glossary, AAMS Press, 1966. To compare the signs found on the Fuente bowl with the cuneiform syllabary. To read the Sumerian text I used John L. Hayes, A Manual of Sumerian, Grammar and Text, Udina Publications, 2000, and John Halloran, Sumerian Lexicon. After translating the panels of the Fuente Magna bowl, Winters states that the cuneiform writing was interesting for 2 reasons. First, we find that these panels have Proto-Sumerian symbols mixed with the cuneiform symbols. Secondly, whereas the wedges of most Sumerian cuneiform text point leftward, the wedges of the Fuente cuneiform signs point rightward. This may result from the fact that in the Fuente text, the letters are read from right to left, instead of left to right like the cuneiform text from Mesopotamia. The passage on the cuneiform panels of the Fuente bowl seems to be very similar to the Proto-Sumerian inscription on the right side of the bowl. The Fuente Magna bowl still remains the most important finding supporting the link between Mesopotamic and Mesoamerican cultures, establishing that Sumerians were able to settle in Bolivia some 5,000–4,000 years ago. 2. Lake Quiansaiki Mystery Stone. The stone's age, purpose, and origin are unknown. It was found in the late 1800s by a few working men digging a fence post. The carvings on one side of the stone show an image of corn and several other unknown figures. The other side is more abstract, featuring pictures of arrows, a moon, some dots and a spiral. There is a hole through the stone, bored from both ends with different size bits, 1/8 inch at top and 3/8 inch at bottom. The quality of the carvings is clearly superior to the possibilities of those who supposedly made it, that is American Indian tribe. 3. The stone spheres of Costa Rica. There is an assortment of over 3,000 perfectly carved round stones. There is no solid explanation as to why, how, or when they were placed there. How did these balls get carved so smoothly without the use of any advanced technology? There is so much more going on in our world than we are being taught.